All right, for our final overview of how to play a certain type of character with other type of characters, Heathen Dog is going to tell us about the evil lines. How do you play an evil character in a group of other evils, other selfish, other good, a mixed bag? Tell us, Heathen Dog, how are we going to do this?
All right, so this scenario, talking to you as a player, your game master, in all of his beautiful wisdom, has decided that there's going to be a selfish alignment or a good alignment in your evil campaign. And you being evil and don't want to screw over the table have to find a way to keep group cohesion together. Now, I've done good, I've done selfish, and this now is your turn. You're the bad guy. But you need everyone in the party to affect your ends, to get to your goals. How do you do that with someone who may not see the world the same way you do and want to maybe hinder you sometimes? Well, that's what we're going to talk about.
The core values of #RPGate and any good tabletop group are escapism, not representation, entertainment over activism, and natural, organic inclusion, not forced diversity. Please follow that QR code or refer to the description below for the link to the charity we support, which is the Wounded Warrior Project. Thursdays and Saturdays, you can watch the Dirty Casuals on twitch.tv/Legion of Myth. Fridays and Sundays, you can watch the Friday Night Chill Stream and RPG Digest on our YouTube and Rumble channels. Please leave us a comment with your thoughts and experiences, and if you like our gaming content, please be sure to subscribe to Legion of Myth. The core value. I hit the wrong button. I really hate that YouTube does not let you type a message at somebody, and then when you put an emoji in there, it strips out all the text.
That sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, tell us about evil alignments.
All right. You are an evil character, and the game master decided to allow, let's say, worst case scenario, a good character in your party. I'm not going to say principled good. Let's say scrupulous good, because that's way too far-fetched for me to get into. A principled good cyber knight in your party. No, a scrupulous good character in your campaign. How do you deal with that? How do you keep the campaign going by not sacrificing group cohesion, by keeping the group together? Well, let's talk about it. Let's go to riffs. H290. And let's look at evil alignments. Now we're not doing diabolic. We're not doing diabolic because, in my opinion, no one should play a diabolic evil, but this is an evil group, right? So maybe the game master definitely allows diabolic, but diabolic isn't usually good for group cohesion at all. So we're going to go to the next worst thing, which is miscreant. All right. You are a miscreant alignment. So let's overview what that means. You not necessarily keep your word to anyone. You can give your word, but it's as good as a coin flip. You know, it depends on how you feel at the time, or if it will progress your goals, your ideals, or do something for you in the moment. Then you'll keep your word. That's fine. Lie and cheat indiscriminately to anyone for any reason.
Woo-hoo.
That's what indiscriminately means. Just for whatever, for funsies. You'll lie. Doesn't matter. That's going to help you. Let's find out. Kill an unarmed foe as readily as you would a potential threat or competition. You will kill. Now, it doesn't immediately say it's for pleasure, right? Doesn't immediately say, it'll say it later on, but it doesn't immediately say that. So it doesn't have to be for that. But you will kill someone for literally any reason you want. If you can justify a reason in your own head, you're allowed to kill somebody and not break alignment. It's fine. But you don't have to. Don't have to. Use or harm an innocent. You can, for any reason you want, use or harm an innocent. Now, does it say kill? No, it doesn't. But
what if you accidentally die through the act of harm?
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't say you will, but you can use or harm an innocent. Use torture for extracting information or pleasure. There you go. You can torture anyone. Doesn't matter. If they have information you want, you get it however you want to get it. You want to be happy about that? That's up to you. You don't have to be, but you can. May kill for sheer pleasure. This is the rub. This is the one that's going to get you in trouble. Now, notice it says may. Don't read kill for sheer pleasure. Remember the word may. It's an important part of the sentence structure. You don't have to. If you say, I will never kill for pleasure, guess what? You can still do that and be playing the Miscreant evil alignment. You can. Feel no compulsion to help without some sort of tangible reward for you. That's fine. That's fine. Now, unlike the selfish alignment, it doesn't say possible tangible reward. You want a tangible reward to be worth your time in helping this person. Now, is that tangible reward just getting them to owe you a favor? Maybe. They definitely will. You can say, you owe me one for saving your life or for chasing off the bandits. You owe me one. And then you enforce it, and it's done. Have no deference to law, but will work within the law if you must. Here's a cool one right here. It means you can break the law if you want, or you follow the law if you want. That's it. The law means nothing to you. You follow it, you don't, doesn't matter. Blatantly break the law for your own goals and pleasure. Again, this is kind of attached to number 8 as an addendum because this adds the caveat of pleasure. You can also break the law just for funsies. Again, it's if you want. You don't have to follow the law for any reason whatsoever. And one of those reasons here is possibly for pleasure. Dislike and distrust authority and the law. That's fine. That's fine. Doesn't say you must automatically kill all lawmen. No, man. You don't trust the law. You don't trust authority. Sometimes that's healthy. That's fine.
It's usually your fault, though, that you don't trust.
Yeah, probably. Work with others if it will help you attain your personal goals. This is the cool part. You can work with a team. You can work as part of a group. As long as the group's goal is either your goal or helps you in your goal, you will do it.
And you can make that really simple. My goal is to get to level 15.
No, it has to be a character goal, not a player goal.
There
you go. Take dirty money, stolen goods, illegal items, as well as steal valuables for himself whenever the opportunity arises. Here's the thing. Like I said earlier, in real life, there's no such thing as clean money. All money was used for an illicit purpose at some point since it was minted. But a good aligned character would have trouble or not be able to take money that is obviously dirty, that knows it came from illicit activities. You don't care. Money is green. Green means go. That's it. Money's money. And while you're there, while you're torturing this guy, you take his watch. He's not going to need it. I need it. And I want it. So I take it. Fine for you, but you don't have to. You don't have to take dirty money. You don't have to take stolen goods. You don't have to steal. You don't have to do any of that, but you can. Betray a friend if it serves your needs. Does that say you will betray a friend?
I don't know. I can't read it.
Oh, sorry. Does that say you will betray a friend?
No, unfortunately, it doesn't.
Does that say you have to betray a friend?
No.
Does it say you can betray a friend?
In not so many words, yes.
Yes, it does. These are important distinctions. And 14, have no respect or concern for the lives or welfare of others. General folk out there, you don't care about them. The news, CNN comes on and another white girl's been kidnapped or fell into a well or was bitten by a dog and mauled. Has no face now. You don't care. Other people's problems are on other people's minds, not yours. Does it say you can't care? No. Does it say you will not care? No. You just have no concern. For most people you don't know, you shouldn't care. Now, is there a reason to care? Sure. If it advances your goals or your agenda or whatever, yeah, then you'll care. But until then, no, don't care. Now, that should be everything. Yes, that is everything for a miscreant evil character. Now, let's say you are in a group with one scrupulous character. Let's look at scrupulous. What will he not abide? Here we go. Scrupulous character will keep his word to any other good person. He can lie to you. You can lie to him. What's he going to do? Cry foul about it? Suck it up, buttercup. Everyone's a liar, even you. Lie only to people of selfish or evil alignments. Well, again, there's no butting of heads on this one. He'll lie to you. You'll lie to him. Everyone knows the score, man.
I would say though that over not even a long term, over just a moderate term, that would cause problems. The lying to each other, to each character. No, not like you can't lie to me, I can't lie to you, but the fact that I can't trust somebody that I'm working with. I'm not against the idea that they can lie, but if you're just too constantly lying to each other all the time, sooner or later one of you's gonna be like, I'm out, or you get out, or
sooner or later, perhaps. But you can keep those balls in the air for a long time, because the scrupulous character in an evil alignment campaign knows the score. He can lie to you. Why can't you lie to him? You know, he's not that high horse to not understand that.
I just look at the group dynamic of it, though, where it's like you can't work together over time if you can't.
Again, this video is to give PCs ammunition in their gun to keep the party together.
I got you.
Never attack or kill an unarmed foe. Does that say never allow anyone else to attack or kill an unarmed foe? Here, let's zoom in a little bit. There you go.
Nope.
No, it doesn't. Never harm an innocent. Does that say never allow anyone else to harm an innocent? No.
Nope.
I don't see that either. Never torture for pleasure, but may use muscle to extract information from criminals and evil characters. Oops. The hell with that?
God well, let's get all legal easy with you for a second, even though this is the dumbest comment ever, but you know somebody's going to try it.
Probably.
Let's say the character was actually anarchist and not evil, but you don't have a detect alignment spell. You just broke your alignment because he wasn't really evil.
Oh no, that's the awesome thing about Palladium. The detect alignment spell only works for people who are diabolic evil or supernatural evil.
But I'm saying outside of that, because you can't tell, evil can be subjective. Evil can be, I see what you're doing as evil. I don't care if your alignment's principled. Now, that might be a stretch depending on most situations, but
it's a scenario that's possible, if not likely.
Right. You are evil, therefore, no, I get to do this, or I have to do this, however you want to look at it.
So far, you, as the evil character, working with a scrupulous character in your group, you bending over for them a little bit because you want to keep party cohesion. So far, he's not going to inherently be pissed off that you're harming people or you're killing people. And if he's on board with group cohesion as well, then he's going to meet you halfway. You can lie to each other all day. No one's going to be super pissed off. Well, no one's going to be unconscionably pissed off about that. Never kill for pleasure. He can kill. He knows that sometimes killing is necessary. You kill for fun. You know what you don't want to do? Killing in front of the scrupulous character in your group? Enjoy it too much. Just don't show it. Just don't show it. Be all Dexter on him. Yeah, you can kill him. Just don't enjoy it. Don't like grab your crotch and make weird noises. Don't do that.
Teabagging them in.
Exactly. Don't do that crap. And you're fine. But my character always does that. Then your character's a serial killer or just straight up nuts. I'm sorry. He's not going to be part of a good group anyway. Always try to help others. This one's rough. You have to work with your scrupulous character on this one. If you're screwing with people in the scrupulous character's sight, they have to be in the enemy camp. The enemy camp. in the scrupulous character's mind. They have to be an enemy. And then it's fine. The scrupulous character will try and stop you if you just start beating on a small child. Did the child have a gun? No. Did that child have information? No. You as an evil miscreant don't care. You can beat people for funsies, including little girls. But the scrupulous character has to care. Has to. So you, as your evil alignment, have to understand that. Don't trigger number 7 don't trigger his number 7. Don't do it. You can beat that little girl all you want. Just don't let him see it. Don't let him know. You can let him find out about it later. There's nothing he can do now. But at the moment, he will have to jump in. Or you can use that to your advantage. This little girl doesn't trust you, doesn't trust anyone, so you be the bad guy. The scrupulous character in your party will jump in, protect her. Now the little girl is bonded with the scrupulous character. You can get the information you want now from this little girl. Do you want to kill her later? Fine, kill her later. I don't care. Outside of the eye shot of the scrupulous character, and that's fine. Attempt to work within the law whenever possible. Well, you as the miscreant evil can work within the law if you want, which means you don't have to activate number 8. Or you can break the law. It doesn't say everyone around you must attempt to work within the law. It doesn't say that. He has to attempt, not you. He does. So if you want to pick a lock or kick the door down or search without a warrant, you can, and you did not activate number 8 for your scrupulous groupmate.
Conspiracy and accomplice, but okay.
Yeah. Tell him to go for a walk. Bend and occasionally break the law when deemed necessary. This means he may use strong arm techniques, harass, break. Okay, here's the thing. This goes along the line with the whole torture thing and stuff like that. A scrupulous character is allowed to torture for information. Not maiming and not death, but tuning up is fine. You can break the law if it is necessary and if he deems it necessary. If there's someone in trouble in there, if the item you need to get is in there and you need it now, he can break the law. Give your good character, give your good aligned party mate an excuse. Give him an excuse. Remember, you can lie to each other. It's fine. Tell him you heard a little girl crying just for a second. He will break the door down for you. No,
and you're allowed to lie. That is a way that I would say you're allowed to lie to him without breaking party cohesion.
Yeah. Oh shit, I was wrong. Game master, I must have failed that roll. Oh well. Move on. It works fine. Lie to him. He wants to be lied to at this point. Distrust authority. Well, good. So do you. Well, you have no regard for authority whatsoever, but yeah. Again, you're not activating a tenet. Work with groups, but dislike confining laws and bureaucracy red tape. That is fine. You can play your alignment just fine. You just have to watch out for a couple of no-goes. He's got some nevers. He's got an always. Watch those. Never attack or kill an unarmed foe. Never harm an innocent. This one's the worst for you. As an evil alignment, this one is the one that's going to be triggered most. Always try and help others. Now, in this instance, others is a non-combatant or a friendly. The scrupulous character will always try and help a non-combatant.
You could always set him up to help another to distract him over there while you go do your...
Yes, you use it. You are evil. You should be using your scrupulous character party mate as much as you can without tripping any of his Asimov laws here. All right? Remember, you're evil. Mental gymnastics is your bag. You can justify anything. Do it. Frickin' do it. This, by far, is the easiest alignment to play against a group that has one or two good people or one or two miscreant. This is the easiest one to navigate because the evil alignments give you so many options. You have so many things that are open to you. You can do whatever you want, or you can not do whatever you want. It's great. You can keep the scrupulous people happy all day long. Principled people, the shoe's going to drop eventually. It's just gonna. I'm sorry. It's going to drop eventually. But the scrupulous, or say, unscrupulous, or any of the selfish alignments, you can work pretty well almost all the time, because you can do the greatest amount of Chinese gymnastics in your head to get the outcome that you want. So let's look at some chat.
Yeah, I only started 5. There's some good stuff that went on, but these are the ones I thought were
okay.
I just want to say I'm enjoying all this, and I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone here sharing our love of role playing. Good time.
Yay! Thank you, Per.
There we go. My alignment is diabetic.
I salute you.
I think he meant diabolic, but
no, it's funny.
Yeah,
it's funny.
I had to put that up there.
You could have meant diabetic, just be funny.
It could have, yeah. But I've been reading the rest of his. But anyway, I noticed that the most extreme alignments, principle diabolic, seem to be the hardest to have in multi-aligned groups. This makes sense to me.
Yes, it does make sense, because it is the most restrictive in what you can do, and for scrupulous. I'm sorry, for principled, and then the most restrictive for what you can't do. That diabolic is that weird thing. You almost can't do good things. You almost can't.
Well, let's take a look at diabolic when we're done with chat here, because there's a little bit of contention with that in
all right, we'll check it out. Again, I don't recommend it in a party at all, because it is the only non-supernatural alignment that can be detected by your sea aura spells and whatever.
Okay.
Or sense evil.
Got a couple more here real quickly. So I like the party, but I think alignments are a good thing to help drive people to more role playing instead of just playing as self-insert. That was the original intent, way back in the day.
Yeah, but it got perverted. But I think Palladium can bring it back. I mean, if people use the Palladium alignment system in their other games, I think their other games will function better.
Yeah, especially when combined with the Palladium experience point system.
Yeah.
And then finally, you can we play evil all the time. No one trusts each other. It's fun and we get shit done. Funnily enough, before I met this guy up there, I ran a pretty, I wouldn't call it lengthy, but it was a few month-long evil campaign. Those party members got along better than the good party members, and it drove me crazy. I've talked about it a couple of times, but yeah, and they were super powered evil. Like, we're talking like a vampire, a lich, a drow.
Sure.
I forget what else was in there, but they got along better. But it was because of one reason and one reason only. They knew they were all being hunted because of all the nonsense they were doing, so they had to work together to prevent people from finding them, hunting them down, and killing them. It's kind of like, I think, like Grim Jim's game, Actual Fucking Monsters. Pardon me for cussing, but that's the name of the game.
That's the name of the game system, so that's weird.
Where it's like you're actually doing evil stuff. And they got along better than the people in the good groups. So yeah, it can be done. Did you want to show Diabolic?
Yeah. We don't have anything else?
Nope, that was the last one, and I forgot to.
So, evil alignments. Let's look at Diabolic evil. Come on. There we go. Rarely keep your word and has no honor. Normally, that's fine. You can get away with that. You can keep your word if you want, or don't. A lot of other alignments have that. That's nothing real special. Just the tone of it.
Not to be pedantic, but rarely, to me, if we're going to say that always means always, never means never, rarely means that most of the time you're not going to keep.
Exactly. Okay, that is fair. That is fair. Exactly. You're not going to keep your word most of the time. If you do, that's like a red letter day. It's great. Lie and cheat to anyone. That's not a whole lot different than many of the others.
Yeah.
Many of the others, you will lie or you can lie. This one is just you lie and you cheat to anyone, anywhere. Do you have to? No. But will you? Most likely, yes. Most certainly attack and kill an unarmed foe. This is important. Most certainly. I would say this, unless it will be a complete detriment to you, you will kill an unarmed foe if they are in your way in the slightest.
If you know you're going to go to prison by doing this, you will be caught. You probably won't.
You won't do it if you know that you will most likely be caught and punished for it. you won't do it. But in any other circumstance, you will kill someone for looking at you sideways. That's what you would do. Hurt and kill an innocent without a second thought and for pleasure. Okay, here's the thing on that. It doesn't say you will, but when you add in without a second thought, that means you as a player, if you are playing your character and you're like, oh, my character's annoyed by this guy, immediately kill him. Don't think a second time. Just do it. Hurt him. Break their legs, break their arms, break their nose. Take out his eye because it offended you. Pluck it out. Do it. Then you're playing your character. You're playing your alignment at that point. If your initial thought is to hurt this person, hurt them.
This is the person that keeps bodies in the basement.
Yes. Yes.
Chained to a wall.
For funsies.
For funsies.
Talks to the dead bodies on the wall, has real conversations with them. That's this guy. All right. Use torture for pleasure and information regularly. I want you to see the order of operation here. The order of operation here is important. Everywhere else is information, then pleasure. Everywhere else is information, then pleasure. Here it's pleasure first. Let's look at.
For me, it's the regularly that's like, oh, hold on, I got my appointment. Here
we go. This one's unprincipled. Where's torture? Never kill for pleasure. Will attempt to bring.
It's the one right above it.
But, okay, let's look at anarchist.
It's number 5, I think.
Torture.
Yeah, it's number 5.
Number 5. Never torture for pleasure. Okay, let's look at the other evil, miscreant evil. Torture for extracting information and pleasure.
But not regularly.
First. Information first, pleasure second. For the diabolical, pleasure first. Torture for pleasure. Information second. And on the regular, it's your go-to move. Torture is your go-to move. Hey, it's effective. Let's do it.
And even if it's not effective, it's fun.
Yeah, if not effective, it's fun. Let's do it. I love doing it. Let's do it all we can. It's like, cake. Cake is great. I'll have cake.
This is just frosting.
Cake. Yeah, it's just frosting. It's great. It's awesome.
And for more frosting, thank you, Patriotic Gestalt, for $10.
Thank you.
No message, $10 though. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
Kill for sheer pleasure. There is no good alignment that will sit by and see sheer pleasure. Sheer pleasure is apparent. It's unhideable. You literally are wanking off while stabbing someone. That's the kind of pleasure that a diabolical, evil, alignmented person would have.
What are you doing tonight?
Want you around.
Filet of human.
Yeah, no one's going to want you around. Be likely to help someone only on a whim or to set them up for something later.
Oh, I accidentally helped somebody. Whoops, my bad.
Yeah, it was a passing thought. You saw a little girl being dragged into an alley with her skirt starting to be ripped off, and you shot that guy in the head. Why? You wanted to kill somebody.
Why not?
It was a whim.
I didn't even think about it.
It was a whim. The only reason that you shot that guy is because the commotion caught the corner of your eye in your peripheral vision, and you looked. And you're like, ooh, someone I can kill. Blam! And that's it. That's why you killed him. The girl was incidental. Didn't even factor into you at all.
In fact, now if you could just find her.
Yeah, there you go. Rarely attempt to work within the law. Now, using Max's rarely rule, which I like, we're going to use this. If you have a choice between upholding the law and breaking the law, 9 times out of 10, you're going to break it just because.
Break it the law, break it.
Exactly. You're going to break it because it's fun. You're going to break it because it's what you do. You're going to break it because it's the first thing that comes in your mind. But will you work within the law? You can. Under certain circumstances, you can.
And then there's number 9.
Blatantly break the law and mock authority. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, you're going to break the law and you're going to have fun doing it. Despise honor, authority, self-discipline, views them as a weakness. Despise these things. This is the word that is most important in this sentence. You didn't see it in other things. Not respect, fine, but despise. People who show honor, who have authority, and who show self-discipline are wretches in your mind. You think they are awful and dirty and wrong. So you instantly don't like them.
If I remember correctly, and I don't know if it's written here, but one of the books that I was reading through last year actually talked about how the aberrant alignment actually hates the diabolic more than the principle.
More than scrupulous? Yeah, because laws are the most important thing to an aberrant evil, where laws to a principled and scrupulous alignment are not the most important thing. Life and liberty and law come in that order. So yes, since the diabolical evil character has no regard for law whatsoever, it goes against the prime tenet of the aberrant evil. All right, not work well within a group. You don't want this guy in your group. He's either the leader or he's leading you into a trap where you all die. He takes your shit, he sells it, he buys himself a new group of lackeys. That's exactly what the diabolical evil person is going to do. Never be in a group with a diabolical evil person. They're going to betray you just for your socks because they don't care about you.
Oh.
Always take dirty money. Okay, here's the word we haven't seen before in this particular one. Always. Someone offers you a bribe, you take it. Do you keep your word? No. But if money's on the table, you're going to take it.
Oh, hit number 11 because I think it's important for player characters.
Okay. Not work well within a group, constantly disregarding orders and vying for power command. Yes, if you can't be the leader, then you're just going to, betray everyone and buy new followers. That's what you're going to do. You have to be in charge. The only authority you respect is yours. That's it. Betray a friend without hesitation. After all, you can always find new friends. See, I just said you can buy new friends. You betray your party, you sell their guns and their armor, and you buy new friends. Yay. Yay, team. But the thing is here, without hesitation. This means if you're playing a diabolical evil character, you want to play your alignment, the very first time one of your teammates is worth more dead than alive to you, you kill them without hesitation. If that team member is worth more to you captured than free, he's in a cage. Without hesitation.
Especially if it's a cage in your basement where you get to later torture.
Whatever. Wherever he is most valuable to you is where he's going to go. And you are not going to think twice. You're going to be without hesitation on this. You're going to send him there. Send him to Jesus if it's most advantageous to you. Associate mostly with other evil alignments because no one else can freaking stomach you.
And even they only do it because they're sycophants.
They only do it begrudgingly. Now it says mostly. There's the rub. So one scrupulous character can be in your group, and guess what? That's mostly evil. There you go. You're a winner. So you can't throw this in the GM's face and say you can't do it because you're breaking my alignment for me. No, if there's one selfish or one good alignment in your group, it's not breaking. It's mostly evil. So there's that.
All right. So I got two more chats with this one. So how do you put Diabolic PC? You
don't. I've said that many times throughout this entire episode. Diabolical evil should not be a PC class. It doesn't work in a group. It does not work. It's written to not work in a group. Doesn't work. Don't do it.
I thought I had one more, but I guess that's the... So I have two things. Number one is, I don't know if this book does it, but a lot of the books give alignment examples. Like Clint Eastwood is this, Han Solo is that. Some people have been mentioning that in chat a little bit. I don't think the Rifts book does it, but I think some of the other...
No, the Rifts book doesn't do it. But if I were to say something like Han Solo, right?
But there's actually written up in some of the other books. It says this is...
There's two different ones depending on what episode you're in.
Yep,
if you're in episode 1, he is...
It's got like Charles Bronson, and it talks about a lot of those old type people. So
he is... Where is he? Crap. He's not anarchist. He's either anarchist or he's unprincipled.
I thought he was unprincipled, but
yeah, I think it's gonna be unprincipled too. Hang on. Lie and cheat feels necessary. Keep his word, but only if it suits or pleases him. No, he's unprincipled. In episode 4, he's unprincipled. A New Hope, episode 4, he is unprincipled. But by the time Return of the Jedi comes out, he has actually gone up to scrupulous. He is now a scrupulous character at the end of the original trilogy because of his love for Leia, Luke's examples to him, his friends constantly saving his life, and him being appreciative. He grew into a scrupulous alignment when he started as unscrupulous.
Oh, so here we go. Yeah, Robotech page 8 has, I do think that these were updated at some point, but it says Clint Eastwood and Charles Bronson are scrupulous. Principal Ben Dixon is I don't know who that is. Probably some movie I should know about, but I don't. Han Solo is unprincipled.
Yep, unprincipled. We don't have unprincipled here in riffs.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't.
Unprincipled, selfish. That's the one before anarchic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, unprincipled, selfish.
Yeah, those are the two selfish.
Okay, no, I could. Yeah, okay, I see that. Yeah, unprincipled, and then he went to scrupulous. Yeah.
Then let's see, but anyway, yeah, they've got a list here. I'm not going to read through them all, but I think there's updated for Palladium Fantasy. Again, doesn't matter that much, but it gives examples in case you are like, wonder what I can compare this to.
Yeah, I get you. But that is it.
Well, it's not it. You just don't know it yet.
Uh-oh.
Share screen. And since we're talking about Palladium Books, let's talk about the weekly update.
Woohoo!
What do we got going on with the update? So some people have asked when I've actually got a few comments on, hey, when are you getting Kevin and Sean back on? I still have not received my Titan Robotics yet, although theoretically that should be in the mail and coming soon. I don't know exactly when they're mailing it out, but they also have Gen Con to plan for, and they're not going to want to come here and take time talking to us when they're planning for Gen Con. So it's probably not going to be for another month or so. Now, this is up to them. Of course, like if I get my box tomorrow, so to speak, maybe they'll be willing to come next week. I don't know. But right now, I'd plan for August after Gen Con. And Gen Con's always pretty tiring for them as well, so it won't be right away after Gen Con. All right, so we got the Innsloth Jungle 2nd edition coming soon. So if you're into Palladium Fantasy, check that out. Innsloth Expeditions, which looks to be adventures for the Innsloth Jungle, which comes with a whole ton of OCCs and so forth. Of course, we got Titan Robotics, which I am not going to be able to open. Everybody's going to have videos about it, opening their dumb books, and I'm not going to have it because I can't open my book until Sean and Kevin are here to join us. So Sean and Kevin, if you're listening, don't you dare take too much time because I want to open my box. Heathen Dog's going to be like, look what I got. And I'm going to be like, I can't open it. So 18 giant robots, 12 more power armor, et cetera, in the Cyberworks collection. I'll be getting that as well. That painting, isn't that from, that's an old painting, isn't it? Because I've seen that before somewhere. This cover.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah, I know that's an old one. Anyway, Cyberworks collection, got Rift Source Book 1 revised, Source Book 2, the Mechanoids, the Shimerian Nation. I don't know what that is. What is Shimerian Nation?
Oh, that's the Shimerians are the fake race that Archie made.
Oh, okay.
Fight the Mechanoids.
Okay. Coming soon, powered deck. The Innsloth Jungles, you can see that there. A lot of stuff coming up here. South Expeditions. You can, if you want to see here, I'll put it on the screen for just a moment. Villains, NPCs, yada yada. Brave the Madness at Sheldon's Keep. Yeah, 10 adventures and countless ideas for more. So Gen Con Indy, check Palladium Books out at booth 903. I don't go to Gen Con anymore. Gen Con still owes me money, and they're basically, we'll give you store credit. I'm like, no, I'm not going to your stupid convention anymore. They won't give me my money. They owe me like $400.
Man, you get screwed by organizations all the time.
That was for the year that we were supposed to go.
Yeah, I got all my money back.
Yeah, nope.
Well, it took a while for the hotel. They were being bitches about it, but Gen Con just gave me my money back for my badge. Like,
Gen Con told me no, that I could get store credit for next year. I was like, what? So, Rift's Coalition Manhunters is a blast and on sale. So check that out. You can get that on sale. And we'll scroll through a couple more. And of course, we got the hardcovers of the original Palladium Fantasy here. I'll put this up here for Violence Solves Everything because, he's a first edition proponent. And there's a pretty cool cover. I do like that cover.
It's minimalist, but striking.
Yeah. So There you go. A whole bunch of stuff. You can get yours now. List of Palladium books, RPGs, hardcovers available. I'll scroll slowly so you can maybe read it, pause if you want to, but look at all that stuff that's on sale, all hardcover. Check it out. Lots of things going on over at Palladium Books. And I'll even, just for you people, just for the people watching live right now. So get the link while it's hot. It is now in chat. There you go. And if you're watching this video later, well, there are probably other newsworthy items for you to check out on the Palladium site. This is what's going on this week. So, right.
All right.
I think we're done with that segment finally. I had to extend it out a little further. So like, subscribe, and share for more Palladium goodness. And leave us a comment. What did you think about Heathen Dog's concepts on alignment and how to handle a mixed group or a group of mixed alignment players? Did he give you good food for thought? Did you think he was over rationalizing? Did you think he was under rationalizing? Did you know what? Some alignments don't matter that much, man. Like, what are your thoughts? Let us know. Put that in the comment